What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and Terra Luna Classic burns. We need to talk about it, everything that's going on, and actually why is the world freaking out about these exchanges and what they are doing. People need to just get under the skin of things and really understand what we actually need from these on-chain or off-chain burn transactions, and equally what it could mean as we go into the implementation coming up on the 21st of September, and 7 days away from today. So if that's something you like the sound of, make sure you subscribe to the channel for all your Terra Classic information. And if you are holding Terra Classic and you want to support the 1.2% burn tax, do me a favor, smash the like button. It gets us up in the algorithm, lets people know about everything going on with Terra Luna Classic. And don't forget to join us 9 PM GMT every night for our live stream. Now, jumping into where we are, we currently have the full transactions, or the full list of current top burners. You can see Lunatics token still at the top there at 2 billion. Now, we know the market has taken a bit of a retracement. We haven't seen anything coming in from Lunatics token for quite some time now, but fingers crossed we see it. What we do see, however, is MEXC starting to really ramp up their burns due to the volume starting to go through on their trading pairs, and we now have it confirmed that MEXC will be supporting both on and off-chain burns on the 1.2% burn tax. So we're expecting this number to significantly start to increase. Equally, LUNC DAO is the third highest burn, and this will become really interesting as we get to that October the 20th point where we start to see community validators go live on the network. And we've seen, you know, Hattie Crypto, Classy Crypto, Crypto King, all going to be running validators that support the burn and use some of their payments, if you like, or some of the kind of benefits of running a validator to burn the supply of Luna Classic. Equally, we can start to see there is a bit more of a community sentiment around the burns. This is why the Luna Classic community is so exciting, because when things are down, what do the community do? Rally and support the network. So we've seen a lot of this kind of burn 150k. We did see 46 million tokens come through from MEXC. We've had a couple of big 2 million, 1.2 million. So we are seeing burns coming through. Now, what is the news on everyone's mind? Well, it's KuCoin, and are we going to get both on and off chain transactions? Now, they have confirmed they will support the 1.2% burn tax, albeit right now, my understanding, unless anyone can tell me otherwise, it is just the on-chain 1.2% burn tax and not off-chain at this moment in time. It says here, LUNC AMA, you should never miss. Join us for an AMA with Vegas Morse, Terra Rebels community lead, and Edward Kin, Terra Technology Professor, 2 PM UTC tomorrow on the Telegram. Now, here's the interesting thing with this. We've seen KuCoin come on board and say, well, let's do an AMA. We saw this with MEXC, and we know there is one with Binance. Could this be the kind of tick in the box, getting a feel and a sentiment about how the community feels about 1.2% burn tax? Or equally, is it an opportunity for KuCoin to come out and ask? Because the question is definitely going to be put to them on that show, I am 100% certain. So it's going to be definitely an AMA worth checking out. It's definitely going to be an interesting AMA, and we might actually get the information we want. We might get KuCoin announcing they are going to support both on and off-chain 1.2% burn tax, which would be insane. We'll take a look at some of those numbers in just a minute. So we're going to have to wait and see. Like I said, we did see it with MEXC. We saw this September the 13th. This was yesterday. Similar panel supporting the burn, and we know MEXC have 100% gone ahead and said they will both support 1.2% burn and both on and off-chain burns. So that's pretty exciting. And we saw Bitrue has come on board today and said they're going to support the burn tax. We've got about 10 big exchanges currently, albeit some supporting on-chain, some supporting not. So we're going to have to wait and see what that all pans out, but it certainly feels like we are building to something on the 20th. And I did say on the channel that I thought this week we would see more and more exchanges because people still want some of this volume. We've still got over $1 billion worth of volume going through Luna Classic, and I think we are going to see even more. We got the CPI data, wasn't great. We got the news, or the alleged news, of Duck One's arrest today. Not that anyone can actually confirm it just yet. And I think we build towards the burn tax. It all just feels a little bit scripted, I think, is probably where I'm at with it. Put your tinfoil hat on because we're getting a bit crazy. Now, what did I want to bring you? Well, I want to talk a little bit about the volumes, and everybody that I see on Twitter and everyone that jumps into my lives is saying, oh, we need, you know, this immense amount of volume, and Binance need to give us the burn tax. And you know what? You're absolutely right. If we want to move quickly and we want to get to a big number very, very fast, then yes, we need all the exchanges support. We need big volume and we need big burns, both on and off. But we can do it without Binance, without huge volume. And I want to give you an example on three here. We've got 3 different volumes currently as they sit today. We've got MEXC at the bottom here, we've got KuCoin, and we have Binance, and we're going to run that through on here. So we can put the prices in for all of these. We're currently at 2998 at the time of recording this video, and we'll take MEXC at the bottom. So you can see here currently the volume daily at 7.3 million. We scroll down here, we find MEXC, and we see that 7.3 million is here. We have actually got 500,000 in that one there, so we can say about 7.8 million. And then our current price is going to give us 26 billion tokens on the 1.2% burn tax, and we know we can confirm this. That's going to be 312 billion daily burnt, 312 million, 2.8 billion on a week, 8.7 billion in the month, 105 billion over the course of the year. Now, again, that's not a huge number, but it is still significant. When we get into KuCoin, and this is why everyone wants this 1.2 on KuCoin, over the course of the numbers, we're burning about 128 billion a month, 1.5 trillion in just a year. And obviously the big one that everybody wants, Binance, would give us over 7 trillion, which clearly would be more than the circulating supply. But even that 590 billion a month, you start to add them together, we suddenly get quite a significant burn. Now, what we will see though is volume will increase on certain exchanges. So if Binance don't support and MEXC does, we could see some huge volume shift into MEXC, which really could start to increase the burn. And I think the community, and equally if people really understand the importance of the burn, they're going to migrate. We've seen a 5x on volume through MEXC, so it's definitely going to be interesting. But I think right now, people need to go and understand what's coming. We still have 7 days until we land the official 1.2% burn tax. We'll be live streaming that when we go live to see what that looks like. What does the volume look like on that day? If we get some insane volume through some big exchanges, we might start to see some pretty crazy numbers coming through. Equally, it might just take a little bit longer. Long term, I'm still bullish on Luna Classic. I still think there's a lot of potential. Yes, we feel like we've seen a pretty heavy sell-off. People definitely got nervous about today, but for me, I'm still holding strong. I think there's a lot more to come. So if you feel the same way, do me a favor and like this video, get it far and wide. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn your notification bell on so you know when we go live or upload our latest video on Terra Luna Classic, and I will catch you in the next video.